Hello out there in Cyberland. This is Laura again with more corset making tips. I hope you learned a lot from my last tutorial, as I have learned a lot over the last few months. I've made several underwear type corsets. This is my first attempt at a corset I would wear as a blouse. I think it turned out fairly well. Anyway, what I've learned, of course, let's go over the basics. First of all, a good pattern is important, and sometimes it can take a little hunting. I found this particular pattern at Joann's Fabrics. It's Butterick brand, number B5662. This is a small. The size range runs from 6 to 12. Now, if you're an experienced seamstress, you know that sometimes the sizes and measurements they give are not always true. So take that with a grain of salt, and before you think about cutting, measure your pattern against your own measurements. If you're a seasoned seamstress, you probably have a form where you can put the pattern on the form and measure it. That's always a plus. When I made this, I made it to a size 6. I even cut it down a little bit, and it's still big. So remember that. Now, when it comes to putting your corset together, of course, always remember to double stitch everything, including your zigzagging if you don't have a serger, which I do not have. As I said before, this is a great product for using in a corset. It's basic bias tape. This is double-sided, double-folded bias tape. It serves a dual purpose. Not only does it reinforce your stitching and seams, but it also acts as a holder for your boning. It makes a little envelope that you can slide the boning down in between there. Gives it a little bit extra there, and helps prevent the boning from pushing its way through your corset and ruining your corset. Always remember to stitch it down from the outside here to make sure it's properly sealed and that the boning can't come out. Also, good metal boning is always recommended, as it, even though it can bend, it easily bends back into shape and holds up a lot longer than your basic flexi boning. Now, when it comes to supports, you can always continue to go with the siding edging. As you see, I've used up most of my piece. It was about an 8-foot piece. It cost me about $1.50 at Home Depot. Remember, though, that when you are using it as such, use it beside your lacing, not through your lacing, as when you poke holes in it, it weakens it and it breaks rather easily. You can also go with professional lacing boning. The drawbacks to that are, first of all, it's rather expensive. I ordered these, once again, through Corset Making Supplies in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They're a very good company. They have a large array of different styles and products that you can buy for your corsets, including things that go more along the line of steampunk style. As I said, the drawbacks are, first of all, the expense. They run for anywhere from $4 to $8 a pair. And you can only use 3/8-inch grommets if you use it through your lacing. So once again, you may want to use it beside your lacing, not through. And of course, have a good set of grommet pliers. And also, you should go back and reinforce with a regular set of wire pliers when going to poke your holes. If you have an awl, that's the best. I didn't have access to an awl, so what I wound up doing was I started with a pair knife and started my hole, and then I had this little metric screwdriver that, since I don't have any metric screws, didn't help me any anyway. Finished the hole out with it and made a nice round hole that was easier to push the grommet through. Now, once you get your grommets in, since frequently your corset is going to be pulled very tight, a good cheat is to go back and hand stitch around the grommets, holding it tight so it won't stand a chance of coming loose, because hand installed grommets can come loose. Now, a great cheat I found recently also at Joann's is grommets lacing. Now, I got this. It was $12.99 a yard. I did have 60% off coupons, so I got it for a lot less, but it's worth every penny. This particular product I have already used in a corset, and the grommets will not come out. I have had situations where machine-made grommets popped out the first time I wore my product without even pulling on anything. But this is a great product and highly recommended, though I would recommend it probably more for the underwear type as it only comes in black. However, if you're using a black material for your corset, or you like the contrast of black against the other color, go for it. That's great. I think that's all I have for now. As you see, this corset did come out. Oh, I almost forgot. So I'm not a professional here. When putting the lacing in, I have found that it's a good idea to put your lacing long enough so you can pull it around front, or in this case I have my lacing go up and down the front so I could tighten it from there. Also, putting a zipper up the back gives you a double benefit there. You won't have to worry about cutting yourself out if you do get a knot in your lacing. Anyway, like I said, I am rather happy with my very first attempt at a decorative worn out blouse type. I got this particular material at Joann's. Also, I have found that their materials are superior to many other companies and reasonably priced. Well, that's all for now. Happy corseting and have a lovely day.